24-hour party, people. How are we diddly doing? We are here for the showdown. Adelaide versus Port Adelaide. Chills in chat. Shiny Blue. Kate. Hazzy. Onions. Mike, how you doing? Looking forward to this one. So it's all right doing one of these when your own team's won. Yeah, to be fair, I'm a pro prison bars guy too as well. I'm not like I understand. Like maybe I'm missing something. Hey, Tiger Time, maybe I'm missing something, but like there's only so many colours in the world, isn't there? So I don't get why Collingwood are so upset about it. In my opinion. Hey, Rupert, how you doing, mate? I'm with you. I'm looking forward to this one. I've never quite understood it. Like, you don't see Notts County, Newcastle United have a cry because they both wear black and white. And, like, you don't see Arsenal, Man United crying because we both wear red and Liverpool. Cam, right, look, it's not so much a hatred, bro. It's... I've never liked teams that are massively overhyped. And I feel like everyone says they're the second team. And I feel like GWS get a lot. And then there's a personal story when Carlton played GWS. That their fans behind me were the biggest dickheads. So I like you, Cam. That's all you need to know. I'm with you, D. Sandra, evening. Hey, Kate, I tipped the Bombers. I tipped them. Yeah, Rupert, I think a lot of it's made up as well. I don't think genuinely anyone at the Pies cares. Do you know what I mean? I think it was more Eddie Maguire was trying to do it to prove a point. But, like, genuinely, I just can't see who would give a shit. Look at that. Pom 4 from 4 from tipping. 4 from 4. Chat. 4 from 4. I'd love to go to Darwin, Cam. I want to travel a bit of Australia. Now the kids are a bit older, I'd like to. Mate, I'd love to go. The cockle divers. Hey, Neladan. I am firmly in the yellow Adelaide part. Genuinely, I actually think the prison bars suits Port. I'm in the yellow camp today. It's hot though, isn't it, Teresa? And honestly, I start pissing and moaning when it gets over 20. So can you imagine me in there? Hi, Zoe. Is that Mrs. Pom? Is that her account? Humid as fuck. Yeah, so you know I'd be pissed. Oh, hey, Mrs. P. Mrs. P burnt her hand about an hour ago. That's Mrs. P in chat. $36 in Bangkok today. Can he beat it? How good's that? Mrs. Pom. I had to look after her and run under a cold tap. Cooper, how are thou? So look at that, Mrs. Pom checking in on us. Be careful, Mrs. Pom's here. We can't swear. I'm going to Adelaide. Teresa. Going to Adelaide. Hey, Matt, you've sometimes, you've got a... Mrs. Pom's going Adelaide too. I can see... Tell you what, our tipping comp, people have been split between the the Suns, Dogs. I went Dogs. I've already beaten last week's score anyway, so it's a huge win. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Like, look, I see what Port are trying to say about Willie Rioli, but I strongly disagree with it. I feel like you can't play, like, I don't think you can downplay an action from something else. I hope Adelaide win because we play them next week. Spot on. Hey, Finn Callahan, good player, mate. Looking forward to this one. Mrs. Pom's a big girl. No, the only issue we've got on this stream is how the fuck am I getting a cup of tea? That's the big problem at this stage, really, in this live. That the watering issue has been really, really heavy. Can't wait for the Europa final, mate. Looking forward to it. Suppose we would have to take Gold Coast serious if they beat the Dogs. Teresa, spot on. Big issue that, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Mrs. P. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be completely unstuck here. I watch all of them, Cameron. So the game that'll be on now, the Gold Coast game, I will watch probably later tonight while I'm playing a bit of AFL Evo. So I watch them all. I have a very sad life, Cameron. Sometimes, Matt. Cheers, mate. Thank you, mate. Much love to you. Much love to you, Knackers, mate. Good game, mate. Full respect. I've been playing it quite a bit, Sean. I'm actually enjoying it. Charlie West. I love a bit of the West Dog. Christian, how good would it be? I don't think so. I think one of these two teams will get him, if not. Jesus, that Port Adelaide girl. Fucking how many fucking badges has she got? What's Badge Girl doing? Here we go. Adelaide win the toss. Cheers, Carlo, mate. Thank you, mate. Much love. Good luck. Good luck to you. He's a big tank, mate. He is, Teresa. Hey, cheers, Kenny. Cheers, Carlo, mate. Good luck. Here we are, the Crom. I think the Hawks had to work hard. You know, my issue with the Hawks is I think without Will Day and stuff, they lack mass spread, and without a proper forward, they lack a target. So I think they're gettable if you're good. Christian, I believe he's playing VFL. So we will be doing a VFL watch-along for Alex Chincotta. G'day, Ben. How are you, mate? Hey, Teresa, it's going to be interesting this week when we do the power rankings. A few change arounds, I think. Are they singing Love Will Tear Us Apart? Oh, no, Never Tear Us Apart. It would be better if it was, wouldn't it? Love will tear us apart again. Yeah, Sydney returns, Matt, next week. Yeah, spot on, Tiger Time. I agree. I think Hogs are good. They're in the 8, but I don't think they'll win the flag. Oh, how good was it, Michael? Love will tear us apart again. That should be the song. Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone. Cheers, Kate. Kia ora, my love. Here we go. We're off. Go on, Crom. Yeah, I'm not a big... Oh, that is higher than Afro Man. I was going to clean my room. Then I got high. Hey, Damo, how are you, mate? Here we are then. So they break out here. Wayne Milwera. Grubby little kick. Cheers, Damo, mate. Ushered inside forward 50. The Fog Dog. Out to Ben Keys. Cutest man in football. Tex. Oh, off the legs of Alia. Darcy Fogarty is a menace. And the snap. Boundary throw. Joy Division. Let's dance for Joy Division. Celebrate the irony. It is Love Will Tear Us Apart again. It is the Joy Division. I have got nothing at the minute because the browser things come up. So 1855, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. Here we are. Nice little chance here for Luke Nankervis. Yeah, I don't understand why they're called Crom. Someone might need to explain that to me who's smarter than me. Here we are. Luke Nankervis got great hair. Here he is from outside 50. Runs onto his right leg. Booms it through. And that is a point. You know what? You say that, PAOK, but I'm the same as you. I think he's put on a bit of biff. Love will tear... I've got that song stuck in my head. That would be my song. So Port Adelaide then looked to come out the back. Can I just say that Josh Sin, doesn't he look like the most stereotypical Port Adelaide footballer? Like if you drew a Port Adelaide footballer, you'd draw him. Here we are, Kane Farrell. It's through the eye, diddle. Bobs it up. Riley O'Brien got a load of work to do. Does pretty well. Luke Nankervis. Free kick, O'Brien. You don't have KO Dabo, mate. It's quite an expensive investment, but probably worth it. I agree, Teresa. I'm a big fan. Here we are. The Peatling. He wouldn't be far behind him as well. Dancing in traffic down to the left wing. Darcy Fogarty. There he is. Booms it inside 50. And Philthorpe. Mrs. Pom, have you just learned to type, babe? You read. Crom, they fought in the English Civil War. Did they? Look, I did a lot of history at school. I can't remember. Much love, Mrs. Pom. Good luck. Here he is. Philthorpe. Are we going to get it? Ooh, not got the breakfast point. Love you, Mrs. Pom. I prefer Sean's explanation. To be honest, Dame, I think you've ruined it, mate. I can't wait. PAOK. We're going to do a live. We're going to do a Pom Cotter watch-along in honour of him. I messaged him the other day to tell him, so we're going to give him a lot of love. Here we are. Port Adelaide. Spread it here. Alia. Down to the left wing. Hey, Teresa, yeah, do you know what I mean? Barbiturates in it. Could be a prob. Bolted down and big intercept grab. Now, Sean, I'm going to take yours as scripture, mate, because your story's better. And you know what? What's better than a factual story? One that has substance, and yours had substance, mate. Here we are. Crows come down the right wing, bursting forward as they often do. Darcy Fogarty being involved in everything. And he finds Thilthorpe. That should be a free umps. Pay the man. You are a disgrace. G'day, Albert. Well, he should do in VFL. Tex into the ruck duties here. Josh Sin drills it out up to halfway. Crows have numbers though. Dancing in traffic. Hey, Sean, yeah, we're going to spoil Mrs. Pom tomorrow. We are. All the boys are cooking. And here's Josh Rochelle. Says, I'm going to have a ping at the post. Hey, Albert, usually the way, innit, mate? Here we are, Josh Rochelle. Hey, Kane, how are you? Yeah, I saw that 10 touches. There's been some dubious decisions this weekend, Ben. And Rochelle slots it through for the first of Showdown 57. Adelaide 8. Port Adelaide zip. Good start. Good start by Adelaide here. Good game so far. Have you seen in the UK, Sean? And I wonder if it comes to Australia. But we've got Sky Glass, which is inbuilt. Inbuilt in the TV, so you don't have to pay a subscription. Looks really good. I wonder if that'll come here with Foxtel. I'm going to go with Inter. Here we are. Saligo handballs it forward. Connor Rosie, though, mobs it up. Under all sorts of pressure, though. Released down. Booming kick by Kane Farrell. And a big mark there by Ollie Lord. Oh! And Mitch Giorgis gets the free. It would have been just before COVID, Cameron. Foxtel's so expensive, though, Sandra. Dabo United. Well, he's playing his preferred position, Josh. 50 midfield, 50 forward. He just never played that for Carlton, so good system they've got. Lots of outside run as well. Makes him look good. And just impact him through the middle. Giardis behind. What's Chat's thoughts of playing? What's the $60 deal, Sandra? I might have to have a look at it. Adelaide go through the centre. Ratakalia can't grab it down under all sorts of pressure. Zach Butters tries to get them going. Dances out of traffic. Down to halfback now. No options for Port. Port have to bite the kick off to Alir. Here we are. Peatling, good kick. And Thilthorpe has a shot goal. Yeah, Binns was all right. Like I said from his VFL, if he stays out wide, he's fine. And fair play to Voss. He actually played a winger like a winger. I don't mind his disposal efficiency like that, though, because he's putting it into the hot zones. So hopefully Voss continues with having a winger play the wing, not playing on the ball. It was not a nice, refreshing sight to see a winger look like a winger. Thilthorpe from outside 50. Looks like it's going to be short again. Spoiled from behind. So, as a new customer, Sandra, what's the best deal? If I wanted it in 2 rooms, what's the best thing I could ask for to get the best deal? Here we are, Josh Sin. Goes short. Good kick there. Adelaide doing well just to hold them in here. Ollie Wines here, just at centre-half back. Looking for some options, but he's only got a very bitey kick, and they run on it again. Rankine. There is pressure everywhere. Oh, Dan Curvis shakes the tackle. And Thilthorpe again goes through. And tell you what, that is fantastic forward craft from Thilthorpe. Good play, Adelaide. Look at them 2 Port fans at the front. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely fuming is that Port fan. Quality to see. And Ryan Thilthorpe, 3rd attempt at goal. And it's the first snag for the big dog. He looks at the Port fans and says, I'm a lumberjack. I'm okay. Good goal. 15-1. Adelaide hit the front. What's the doggies score, chat? Oh, wait, it's finally come up. Sorry. Big bad Billy Frampton. It's going to be interesting, that game, isn't it? Yeah, that's the one thing that's disappointing about AFL 26 is Thilthorpe doesn't have his big bushy beard. Is it a good game, Tiger Time? Look, that from Nan Curvis. Look, shocking effort from a tackle, though, it has to be said, from Willie Drew. You tip dogs, Matt. I'm with you, mate. I'm 4 from 4. I'd love to go to a game, wouldn't you, Cameron, though, to watch at Darwin? I'll be streaming some next week, Josh. I'm going to set up here with the Elgato, and we'll do a couple of streams tomorrow next week. I like Harvey Langford. He looks all right, doesn't he? Free kick here to Finn Layson. He goes wide to Rosie. Oh, great handball over the top here. Potts finally have an inside 50 entry. Oh, they spoil each other. Dawson got in the way. Great tackle, though. Nan Curvis gets it back. He's just stat padding at this stage. Why did the umpire blow his whistle then? So if I call them one box, do they charge me an installation fee? Barbecue jumpers. I'd love to go to a game, Cameron. It looks like a stellar atmosphere. Free kick here for Adelaide. Finlayson gives it away to Thilthorpe. Stupid decision, though. Handball over the top. Powell Pepper. He's an absolute behemoth. Run down in the tackle. No free paid. That is the most blatant throw umpire. What? Sandra, you might have converted me. Is Mrs. Pom still in chat? And a little bobbed kick to Finlayson. They'll have their first shot at goal. I might have to have... Is Mrs. Pom still in chat? Mrs. Pom, can I... Is that $100 per month? $100 per month. Can we get a Foxtel? Because then we don't have any delay. So it's a £60 and free Netflix. So really, it's $40 more a month. if you remove KO and Netflix from it. Finlayson bangs it through. Big goal. We've got a game on our hands so far. We've got a game on our hands. 7:15. What was the fine for, Kate? Okay, so we're paying, what, $35 more? And we wouldn't have the delay. Oh, I get max. Yeah, but I want chills. I want two. So, Sandra, if I rang them up, what would I ask for? 1 box, 2 Foxtel Go? Yeah, I'd only want sport. I'd only want sport. There we are. Zach Butters. Jason Horn-Francis drives it into the mixer. Is there a bit of holding there? And there is. Free kick. Are you watching it on Foxtel, the box? Here we are. Mitch Giordadis with the free. And big goal. I'm streaming through. StreamYard, so I don't know what the extra delay is in with that. I don't know if that's got ultra low latency mode. So 13:35. Hey, much love, Pappas. How are you, mate? Cheers, Kai. It's good to know. It's good to know that, Kai. You know what? I've never actually thought of going into the live dashboard and changing the settings. But the more you know. The more you know. Here we are. Kick to the left wing under contest. Free kick, Port. I can't believe you get fined for tripping. That's ridiculous. I do remember that incident now. Emmanuel, I might do. My mate is trying to get tickets, though, at the Man United club. So if that's the case, we'll go down that. Miles Bergman. Yeah, Kane, I don't think that's so bad, that price, mate. When you think of how much Foxtel is. Need to get a sponsorship from KO. Like, KO, if you're out there, call me. Call me. We are Isaac Rankine. Dangerous looking kick, and it's perfected brilliantly to Darcy Fogarty. I'll check the dashboard. Give me a sec. I think it might override it because we are in, what's it called? Because we're running through StreamYard. That might be a good call by you, actually, Josh, to not run it through StreamYard next time. I've never actually thought of it. Here we are, 50 for Aaliyah. Ball comes in. Oh, big tackle on Jason Horn-Francis. Fantastic work. This is such a good game. Ball up. They've already brought... What is that? What, the Champions League? Is the Champions League going back on Foxtel? Because that'd be a proper investment if that's the case. Because United are going to win the Europa, so we'll be in Champions League next year. Ball in disrepute here. Adelaide under all sorts of pressure. Port trying to get it forward. Yeah, I agree, Chills. That does my head in. Here we are, peeling in all sorts. Worked out there, and Adelaide get it up the wing. Yeah, Josh, I'll probably stream through OBS, through the live panel. I've never actually thought of it. I've just been totally lazy. Evening, Lucinda. How are you? Oh, my gosh. Some of these umpire decisions. There we are. Boomed kick. That's a bolter, but Riley O'Brien, uncontested, delivers a switch here, and Adelaide can reset themselves. What do I think of the fit players back? I think I still think Sydney really need some key position players. Genuinely. Big mark there, coast to coast. Darcy Fogarty. Like, I feel when you're fully fit, you're in and around the 8. But them injuries have just been in horrible positions. Like, no Joel Amarty's huge. But, like, you have the players that are missing back. That seems scary still. But you know me, Kai, I've never rated your back line. Don't miss everything. Hey, Teresa, it's always good. And there it is. They get the free. Bang, goal. Darcy Fogarty. And that's a silly free to concede. I think it was Zach Butters who gave that away. He's injured, isn't he? Still Logan McDonald? Blakey. Blakey, he went off for a concussion test. He went off for a concussion test. It's not been confirmed, but usually when you have a late concussion test, they just lie and say you weren't concussed, don't they? I like Hugh Boxall. Got a lot to learn, though. Needs to be a little bit tidier, but I like his physicality. Here we are. Jason on Francis trying to get them going. Connor Rosie. You know what? What's not talked about enough this year? Oh, mate, you know I will be. You know what's not talked about enough this year is... Oh, Darcy Fogarty out the back of the pack. Oh, surely that's a throw. Oh. You know what's not talked about enough this year is Connor Rosie's fall off. I think he's been really bad. I know Kane Corns is getting into Sheasel, calling it Sheasy ball, but I think Connor Rosie's been even more guilty than that. Jason on Francis just slows it down a little bit, spreads it out wide. I'll get a tumbler. I'll get a tumbler, old mate. Oh, my God. This umpire, bro. That is insane. Handball inside. Here is the man I was just slating, Connor Rosie. Jason on Francis can't bring it down. And Midge Giordis. William Drew. They're both all right, Lucinda. Yeah, Teresa, would you say, though, that if you tag Heaney, though, at the minute with Sydney's team, you pretty much take out their team? Without being harsh? Looking out my back door. Looking out my back door. I love Chad Warner. He's been down on form this year as well. William Drew drills it inside to the pocket. Mark Keane clears his lines. Big roof up there. And that'll go out. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know what I think, right, Teresa, though, is like if you had Goulden, though, and you had Papley, there's so much players then up to go against. So I think it makes his job easy. But like with Chad Warner being so poop, it don't help. I do have AFL 26, Tommy. Oh, Milera. He drops it down. Bergman. I think that was Rosie. They're all merging into... Oh, that's foolish. That's going to be a 50. It is. Stupid from Laird and Darcy. Burn-Jones. Pitt, do you love your mum or your dad more? We'll have a shot at goal to make this 19. Tommy T, honestly, I genuinely think it's all right gameplay-wise. It's all right gameplay-wise. I agree with old mate. The graphics are a little bit archaic, but I don't care about that. Good game. It's got potential. Who would I play on Heaney? Matt, I think we do what we do this week. Like you saw Hewitt match up with Steele. Do you know what I mean? So I would just try and do the same job that you saw Cripps and Hewitt take turns in to get the ball out to McRae. Just stop the ball feeding him. And then like with a run with roll. Do you know what I mean? Like give it to Walsh. Give him something to do. Evening hoops. Neladan, honestly, play-wise, I reckon when it comes down to about 50, it'll be all right. But genuinely, it's been a fun game. I've enjoyed it so far, honestly. I wouldn't lie to you. Oh, all sorts of problems here. Adelaide are swarming them, but they somehow get it out. William Drew. Intercepted by Wayne Milwera. Driven inside 50. Oh, Keys! Yeah, Neladan, honestly, it's good fun. It's good fun. I've been playing online mostly, Tommy Teabagger, but I'm going to do a series for this channel where we're going to do a Pom Cotter career series. We'll probably get a coaches mode going. And when people start playing Pro Team, I'll throw some money into Pro Team. If I could bring one player back from us based on that under-18s campaign, so I've got to redraft them effectively. Chills, can I ask you this before I answer? Yeah, all ranked games, Neladan, I don't piss about offline, mate. I just get stuck into it. I did have a bit of a smile, old mate. Here we are. Adelaide go forward. Shocking handball brought under by Jason Burgoyne. Jace Burgoyne goes down the wing. Oh, umpire's just fucking punched. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Heaney looks like he's been 45 since he was 12. Right, Chills, to confirm your question, quarter time then, as the ball comes in. There it is, 22-19. Okay, right. So can I get some rules for this question? Because I've got my answer, right? But would you say, can I just redraft them and we start again? So like their career post what has happened changes. Is that right, Chills? Okay, if that's the case, Paddy Dow. Burst run from the midfield, and we won't do it. No, Teresa, sorry, I was thinking of the answer for this question. No, spot on. He looks like he's going to be like 40 and still get ID'd, is what I meant to say. But if I could bring a player back and redraft them based on their junior years, Paddy Dow. If I could bring a player that we've lost to play now, who with their same career path, probably Liam Strocker, if that was the rule. I feel like we do need an actual lockdown small as opposed to playing a medium-sized lockdown. Matt, I gave you what you wanted. But yeah, we are going to do a Alex Chincotta career mode. And we'll probably do a career mode, just a general manager's one. Okay, Sam Walsh. So full caveat, because that was the first draft I watched a lot of, right? So in the 2018 draft, I wasn't Team Walsh. Full caveat, right? I argued he was the safest player, but let's go through my, where is it? Here we are, 2018, my Cowton section. Okay, so I was looking at trading out pick 1 at the time, right? And I had my little beady eyes on 2 picks in the top 15. And full caveat, I wanted, right, one of Isaac Rankine or Bailey Smith, right? Or I wanted Quaynor and Butters were the 4 players that I wanted if we could get 2 in the top 20 for Carlton at the time. And the reasons here was Butters, defensively strong, and Rankine was a lightning small forward. And Isaac Quaynor, I enjoyed. We had no halfbacks at the time. If you go back to 2018, we had no halfbacks to play football. So I really liked Isaac Quaynor. Saw a game at him in Oakley Chargers in the pouring rain. Never seen a player so clean. Who else did I like that draft? You know what? You know who else I really bummed as well in that draft? James Jordan. Really liked him. Another Oakley Chargers boy. That's because I had a mate up at Oakley Chargers at the time. So he probably warped me. But you don't always get it right, I'll tell you, because you know who else I really liked in that draft? 56, Marty Hore. Really liked him. So you don't always get it right. Do you know what I mean? You don't always get it right. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame. I mean, it's weird that when you watch Cooper Lord play, Matt Kennedy never got that role. Yeah, James Jordan, yeah. I really like James Jordan. But there's certain players I like. Hey, if you go back and watch the draft content, I was huge on Paul Curtis. Huge raps on the Kurt dog. Huge raps. One of my favorite. He would be Paul Curtis would be in the top 10 of players I've followed in drafts. Big fan. Really like Paul Curtis. To be fair though, like his junior career was very up and down. But I did really like him. Big fan. So this game then being a real arm wrestle. Adelaide probably being the better team. Port Adelaide have had to really wrestle it back, and full credit to them, they have done. But so far, very good game. Yeah, Matt Kennedy's filthy, Teresa. He's got that ability to take marks in the forward line. Good little player. Fair play to him. Is it a good game, Tiger Time? You know what? That's insane, Darcy Fogarty has that much meters gained. Ned Long's going all right, isn't he? They really, you know what? When you look at what Hawks have got rid of, they really dislike that tight, that hard-edged player, don't they, Teresa? Have you noticed? Yeah, that was Toto barking. I don't know what the boys are doing, but he's barked at them. So here we are. Second quarter is underway. Oh, just can't get it away. Is it a trip? It's holding the ball. Jesus, that was stiff from Saliga. And here they go again. Port drive it in. Big mark by Finlayson. Argument that he was blocked, but Finlayson has the mark. It is weird, though, Teresa, that you say that. They don't like that hard edge. A dream pickup. Realistic, dream realistic. Liam Ryan. Finlayson drills it. Is that behind? It is. That camera angle is absolutely horrible, by the way. Adelaide go down the wing. Big matchup here. Zach Butters drives it back in, and it should be easily taken, which it is. Here we are. Joshy Worrell. Usually uses it well. Goes to a true one-on-one. Ben Keys has been absolutely mauled. Free kick. Bobby Hill for 6 first. I'll probably pass on that, Teresa. That's all right. Will you? Good player, though. Tex Walker with a big mark. Drives it in. Ratakalia can't grab it. Dawson handballs it out to Neil Bullen. Oh, just poor. Here we are, Neil Bullen. Oh, poster. Yeah, Liam Ryan. I'd like a little bit of the Liam Ryan. Matt Lang. Honestly, what is with the goal-kicking camera angles? This year it's been shocking. They did one at Carlton, that game against Carlton, where they zoomed in on a bloke's ass while we were kicking a goal. Oh, that could be huge. What a bounce. Sampao Pepper. What a goal. That's quality by you, Teresa. Can I just say, absolutely brilliant. Hey, J-Dubs, it's always dangerous going through the draft. Always dangerous going back through a draft. That is an elusive bounce, that. I mean, was he going through on the original bounce? Probably not, no. The old sidewinder. J-Dub, do you reckon you get Keziah Pickett in the off-season? You know, one of my favourite stories actually comes from the 2018 draft. And I got told this at the Hawthorn event. I was there, that Adrian Dodoro was trying to listen into a conversation, and they tricked him into believing that they were worried about Irving Mosquito would go in the next round. As Thilthorpe has a ping at goal, Rochelli's got loads of work to do, gets the handball away, Tex gives it off to Ben Keys, kicks a point. Yeah, and Irving Mosquito, so they put that bid in to try and wind Hawthorn up, and Hawthorn don't match quality. What would you like to get done, J-Dub? Oh, mate, I mean, the problem is they're coming after the draft last year, which was really, really deep. But you got to remember, this time last year, people weren't massively on the draft. It was about the buy that everyone started to see that it was heavily thing. Like, I talked about it a lot, about it being a massive role players draft. Here we are, Adelaide, Ben Keys, chance to make amends. And he does. Big goal. Ben, they love it. Josh Tracy's a great pickup. But, I mean, as for this draft class at Old May, I think there's a lot of the same types of players. Do like Ben Keys, though. Good player. Good baller. I liked how many replays we had, though. I'm with Ben here. Like, they love a replay, don't they? Yeah, JL, I agree with you there, J-Dub, and I agree with Teresa. There's a few that I really like that aren't getting the raps. I have actually got, next week, I've got my May one. Big kick in! Mitch Giordadis takes the mark. Yeah, but Kai, have you seen that no one talks about it in the media? Like, I'm glad you're talking about it, bro, because I feel like I am population of my own. Oh, mate, he definitely goes, you got 10p for phone. Here we are, Mitch Giordadis. Should kick this. And he does. 32-30. He just gets easy ball, Teresa. Connor Rosie. Who's that, Ben?
It's me.
What have you done?
2.5, if that's even possible, the Ray-Burns. I have to stay like this for 3 days. And I had to have a tetanus shot.
Why, is it because you got rabies?
Possibly. So stick it.
That's quality, that, Mrs. P.
Fucking nuts.
And that's a good mark by Riley Thilthorpe. Yeah. Look at Mrs. Pom's hand.
Okay.
Well done. Well done, Mrs. P. Well done. And here we are. Free kick, and it's going to be Neil Bullen. Well done, Mrs. Pom. Good work. That'll teach you for holding... Yeah, for holding a hot pan with no fucking glove. There it is. Neil Bullen kicks the goal. This is a good game, this Tiger time. I'll ask her, Teresa, when she comes back. That's a good question to ask. That's high level. They're the questions I want to hear. To be fair, Mrs. Pom did really well as well. She was cooking wedges and she managed to take the wedges out, set fire. So she did well. She set fire to the actual towel she was using. And then when she set fire to the towel, she went to like put the towel out and instinctively grabbed the hot tray. Brilliant. Brilliant. It's good work, to be fair by her. 36-32. Adelaide take the lead. This game has been end-to-end entertainment. Isaiah Dudley, he's going all right, his old duds. Driven in forward, and it's another wasteful kick from clearance. Rory Laird mops it up. Rory Laird looking for ideas. I would never think of it as well, Teresa, but I'll enjoy that. There we are, Thilthorpe. She is right-handed, though. I don't know if that helps. Don't know if that helps. Big, crunching tackle. Milwara does well to get his head under it. I wasn't actually. I was more concerned because I was in the kitchen doing my dinner because I had salmon and asparagus. So I was sorting that out. And then suddenly I saw this massive fucking flame. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then she like suddenly let out this loud scream as she grabbed the hot tray. And that's when I realized she had a bit of a problem. So I put my first aid training to use. So I didn't laugh. I did when she was under the hot tap, cold tap for 20 minutes. I did giggle then. Here we are, Dawson. Problem is when Mrs. Pom lets out any pain scream, it's like blood curdling. Thilthorpe drills it down the wing and marked by Riley O'Brien. He goes inside. Good kick. Rochelle can't take the mark. Kai, I actually think he'll do really well. We talked about this on Footy Abroad. I think Interstate's good. Sydney's probably the perfect place to go as well, though, because it's not as in your face. But I hope you can sort him out because he's such a wonderful talent. Big kick, Thilthorpe! And this would be a great passage of play from the Crows. Jamara Ugle-Hagen, Teresa. Why did they put Rosie at halfback? Can anyone who's a Port fan or in the know as the Lumberjacks smacks it through? 10-point lead. Yeah, Henry, there's rumours that he's thinking about retiring. Yeah, but why have they put him halfback? They've got the depth to cover it, Guy. I would have thought you would have wanted him back where he was. Yeah, I agree they lost Houston, but the last person I'd replace Houston with would be Rosie. I suppose, Luke. For me, I think round the ball is where he needs to be. Kieran, that's good, that. So 42-32, a nice buffer for Adelaide. Adelaide just spreading the ball so well. Port, real grindy at the moment. Jason Horn-Francis, something's different about him. She doesn't mind it, Kane. Foot race here. Ratakalia and Fogarty takes out the boundary guys. Good work. Mrs. Pom, chat ask, is it your wiping hand?
No, I'm right-handed.
Say, there you are, Teresa, for you. I guessed. I was like, Mrs. Pom's right-handed. Do girls wipe differently to boys? No. Jason on Francis, socks full length. Umpires fucking pushed him out of the contest. Big hit there from Max Michelani. What are you looking for, miss?
Another hand. Fingers that aren't burning.
Big mark there by Thilthorpe. Umpire, how's that not 50? They're all around the mark. Tex does incredibly well on Josh. Yeah, Luke, he looks weird, doesn't he, mate? Big mark by Tex. Tell you what, Adelaide back to front are beautiful when we're talking about wiping. Oh, it's front to back, innit? Put Ken Hinkley full forward. Spot on. He's so... You know what, Ben? I don't know if you watched the Carlton game, but did you see how Carlton used Lewis Young, keeping him at full forward? Horrible kick by Tex. I think that's the only way you can pay 3 forwards, and the way Adelaide take it in turns to have a full forward and then have 2 guys working off them might be something that Carlton could unlock in the future. Big intercept grab again by Michelani. Sorry, that was Mark Keane. He goes into the corridor. Laird, horrible. Wasn't looking at Milwera, and that puts him under pressure. Oh, is he called a trip? Jesus. Yeah, Ben, you know how they have that like 1 full forward and then the other 2 roam up the ground? And they just do it. It's so good to watch. Like, so good to watch because there's always a problem, isn't there? And you can see Thilthorpe, he just goes in them spaces. Real clever. Port Adelaide drive it inside 50. All sorts of pressure. Adelaide have been so good on the ground, and they are again. Peatling bites off a tough kick. That's been touched. And we'll have a stoppage. Luke, hey, mate, I'm not too sure, buddy. What do you feel? You know what? Jason Horne-Francis kind of looks like Miles Bergman. Now he's got his haircut, which is really confusing me because now I've got to try and catch a glimpse of the number. But good job. Jason Horne-Francis wears his socks up to his knees, so that helps. Joys. Been a real good second quarter. Riley O'Brien does battle again. Jason Horne-Francis. He does that a lot, doesn't he? Just runs into the ball. It's not like a clean possession. Adelaide try and work it out. Peatling gives it and gets it back. Pressure here now. Look at that, though, from Josh Sin. See Josh Sin there? That was lazy there. He did not help out. Here we are. Zach Butters takes a very deliberate bounce. Good kick. And Port Adelaide come firing here. Good kick inside 50. And a great grab by the big Greek. Definitely, Matt. Jason Horne-Francis does sound as well, Kai, like a private schoolboy's name as well. Have you noticed when Butters bounces the ball, he's just really serious with the bounce? It's like not a fluid bounce. It's like a bounce with menace. You know, when you watch things in subtitles, it would be like Butters bounces the ball angrily. Yeah, and the library's named after him, Luke. Oh, let's go to the Horne-Francis reading room. Spot on, Teresa. Shocking kick by Mitch, and Adelaide build out the back half. Once they've got this kick to ground, as Ratcliffe marks it, they've done incredibly well. There we are. Port Adelaide go backwards. 8 minutes left in this second term in what's been a really entertaining game for the impartial. Ratikalia bites off a kick in the middle. That was phenomenal defending. They come hard at it. Mitch Hinge gets it out to Ben Keys. Oh, just can't do anything with it. That was lazy from Riley O'Brien. Oh, Will. Here he is, Jason on Francis. He goes backwards. Clever kick. Sam Pepper. Hey, Michael, how are you, mate? Teresa, it's definitely like a member of Lords, isn't it? The most weirdest parliamentary procedure ever. Big kick from outside 50. Big time goal. Big roost from Ryan Burton. Big goal. Port Adelaide needed that. And we've got a game on our hands here at the Adelaide Oval. Paul Pepper looks like he can get into any car. Doesn't he? He looks like the type of guy that if you lock your keys in your car, he's like, don't fucking worry about it. Like, we've all got that mate, haven't we? Like, you know, if you, like, lock your keys in your house or something, he breaks in 2 minutes and you're like, you had a misspent childhood, didn't you, buddy? (43-38), 7 minutes 28 left to play. Oh, that is exquisite by Jordan Dawson. Drives it inside 50. Phil Fopp's amazingly not tall enough. Ushered out for a behind. Is that true, Luke? He looks like he'd be tasty in a scrap. Matt Lang, that takes me back to home. That does. Burnt out car in the driveway. Love that, Michael, for you. Hey, I love that, Luke. No, mate. Love that for him. Stoppage just outside Adelaide's forward 50. 44-38. He looks like he's a character, does Sam Pepper. I've always wanted Sam Pepper at my club, Carlton. I've always wanted that kind of hard-edge player. Darcy Burne-Jones runs into a brick wall there. Adelaide's defensive pressure with players like Neil Bullen is just imperilously good. 6 minutes 35. Jace Burgoyne touched off the boot. Oh, I'll tell you what, there's players everywhere here. This is just a congestion fest. Max Michelani's dispossessed and the ball comes back in. And a very familiar sight for Adelaide so far is Jeremy Finlayson lines up a set shot. I think you only need one roaming halfback. Don't know about you, Kai. But it depends. You'd have to play a defensive wing behind them. Finlayson on his left across the face. We have a bind. 39-44. If you get through them with pace, though, Teresa, you can kick goals. Yeah, but Kai, I agree with Ben. I think you've got to have the right player, but I also think you've got to have the right technique. Like, you guys overlap in droves as well. Shane Tuck. Every club needs a hard man, don't they, Kane? Big mark there by Wayne Milwera, not paid. It must have been touched off the boot. Powell Pepper, great body strength. I can't believe they're asking for a 50 for not quite giving the ball back. Here we are, Riley O'Brien. He looks like he's going to fall over when he kicks a ball. Spreads the play nicely. Adelaide build up as they often do, nice and slow. Asking for a bit of help is old Michelani. He kicks it down the wing. Burgoyne does well. Rosie inside to Burton. Can't quite get it under control. William Drew just punts it forward. Wasteful. And Rankine says, thank you very much. Good kick. Can I just say, Rosie's 2025 is brilliant. Shocking kick there from Adelaide. All that hard work. 4:20 to go in the second. Jason Bond-Francis. Quality Henry. Port Adelaide, great kick into acres of space. It has, hasn't it, Therese? I was just thinking that. I can't believe. But then again, we did watch yesterday's game, which I watched it again today for the review, and fuck, that was a long 2 hours. Mark Keane switches it up. Adelaide just going a bit slower this last 2 minutes, which has caused them a little bit of issues. Ben Keys looking for options. They go for the safe option long down the wing. Big mark from Phil Thorpe. Our next door neighbours are having a rave. All I can hear is bass. Kick comes in, and Rosie, no look handball to Wines, gets it back. There's 2 touches. Do I enjoy the... Well, I don't mind suffering through a win, Luke, but it was a hard watch. Ed Kerner was probably our big... probably like our... I wouldn't say enforcer, but he was probably our toughest player to beat one-on-one for a period. I don't think we've got one now, Kane. I'd say Chincot's probably the closest we got. Bergman. Shocking. Tell you what, Port Adelaide's disposal at the time is shocking. 51 all on my screen. Teresa, is it a good game? Good game, good game. Third time for the ratings, yeah. I'll have to watch it a third time as well because I was trying to find something specific the second time. Good kick there. Adelaide spread the play so well. And the zone is all over the place. They've just got to move it with this one kick. Phil Thorpe spots a man. Rochelle had loads of people on him. Neil Bullen does incredibly well, and Port Adelaide hold on. Yeah, Teresa, yeah, definitely. I mean, that was the difference with Ed Kerner. Ed Kerner wasn't really, like, physically, like, pain. You know, like, Bruz has got that hard edge. He was just a tough competitor. I think Chincott would be our closest to, like, an enforcer-type player, but even he plays pretty, like, in the realms of fair. Port spread it beautifully there. Oh, mistake there. Big rundown tackle as well. What an absolute tackle by Joshy Worrell. Saved a certain goal. Quality by the Crows. I think Maynard stays, to be honest. And another holding the ball decision, a drag in there. And Adelaide just goes short. Dangerous kick, though. Great effort from Burn Jones. And made to look good by Saligo. 1 minute exactly. Port Adelaide dribble it out the back. Connor Rosie. It's disgusting, isn't it, Langy? Oh, Finlayson out the back. Big time goal. And Port Adelaide look like they're going to go in at the half with the lead. It's a bit of a nothing kick in, and it just comes off the back of the contest, and it just shows you, reading it off that pack beautifully, good goal. (44-45). We've had such a good game here at the SA. The showdown is living up to its name. Peeling breaks away. No one stops him. Tex too casual. Thilthorpe. Oh, Connor Rosie intercepts the handball. I've got it, Kieran. Already got it, mate. Already got it, big dog. Oh, big flick there. Tex, no look handball, wasteful. Isaac Rankine, seconds on the clock. And it's marked just in time. What a play there by Rankine. Everyone stops. He carried on. Selfless from him. And Adelaide should go in with a deserved lead. What was Ratacalier doing there? Big time goal. 50-45 at the half. Adelaide and Port are treating us to an absolute rip snorter of a tie. A game that really has everything. I agree. Probably the best quarter of the season so far. End-to-end stuff. Both teams frantically trying to get the win. And we have been treated to an absolute delight at the Adelaide Oval. Both sides going for it. Both sides delivering. And we've got a great second half coming up. A great second half coming up. Do I think they've got too many mediocre players? I think they... You know what? I think fully fit. I think even without Houston, I think they're a more well-rounded list with what they bought. Their injuries have killed them. I question their game style more than anything. Right, chat. Stay hydrated. I will be back at 9:30 and we'll crack on. Climbing up the ladder, we are getting nowhere. How are we, chat? There we are. Made a cuppa, made a brew. Everyone's all right. Everyone's all right. So, second half about to begin. Been a great first half. Gold Coast looking good. Not good for my tips then, Gav. Been undefeated so far. I wanted a 9 bag. Been a good round of footy. Hey, D. What games are we looking forward to tomorrow? What's the haps? That North Melbourne-Brisbane game is intriguing, isn't it? Tell you what, Essendon getting the dub. You love to see it for the game, that is. I can't believe our next door neighbours are having a rave. I'd imagine so, Gav. You've worded it so eloquently. Hey, you'll win that, Tiger Time, mate. Easy dubs for your boys. Easy dubs. Why are they listening to this trash? Like, who listens to fucking trance? Who listens to trance? We're doing a VFL watch along next week for Pom Cotter. We say that, Ben, but you know what this league's like. Can't believe they're listening to trance music at 9:30 on a Saturday night. Yeah, I suppose, Kate. I was just backing in the dogs, and they're just amazing resilience. Sam Docherty's had 33 touches, 12 marks. Henry, I wish it'd go fucking down like the Green Party, mate. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, man. So Port looking all amped in the rooms. A few disco bickies. Maybe, mate. Potentially. We got young neighbours this side and then an older couple on that side, so they don't make a mass amount of noise, which makes me happy. So, is what it is. Big second half, though. Looking forward to this one. How many betting ads has there been so far? Jesus Christ. Why are they doing tips for Richmond Carlton? Can you post-date it for 2026? Lays has been a good game, mate. Good game. Your boys are playing well, so are they. This is going to be a ripper, mate. We'll cheer you home, though, Lasers, as we always do, mate. You want Port to win, Lucinda? Dan, I've got a soft spot for them, Crows. Got a soft spot for him. Much love, Lasers, mate. Good to see you in chat. Should be a good one, though. Should be a good one. You know what? I'm going to change something. Change something. Make something better. There we are. That looks better. He was in the live chat yesterday. No, I made it, Matt. I made her a cup of tea as well. She's just doing the kids' bugs. I made her one too. Good guy. Mate, doing my bit. My bit for husband-wife relations. But yeah, Henry Slobbo was in chat. Oh, yesterday in the live. Good guy, Slobbo. Good value. Good hands. But no, so I don't have sugar as well, Matt, so it'd be hard to tamper with it. I'll tell you, Kate, I'm sure your maths is correct. Make something better. They'll have 50. So currently, if they win this game, because Collingwood are on 68, though, aren't they? Yeah, Collingwood, they're on 60. They're on 28 points, aren't they? So Gold Coast would be on 24 if they win this. So they would be fourth. They can't move up. They can only move down. Because remember, they played one game less, Kate. Unfortunately. You would be right if they'd played the same amount of games, but the AFL's a Mickey Mouse system and people have still got odd-numbered games at round fucking 9. Here we go. We're off. Big third quarter to commence. Tap down to Dawson. He just drives it forward as best he can. Desperate from Port and Adelaide Swarm. Jesus, Gold Coast have belted out to a lead. 85-63. Jesus, what happened in that quarter? There we are. Bit of work to do here. Both sides. This game is on tenterhooks. When does it even out? Guys, when does it even out? When is that extra game being played? Isn't it like really late in the season from memory? Oh, this is just scrap. Cummins scraps it forward. They get it a bit forward to halfway. Milwera. Yeah, it's way late. That's stupid. What? Oh! Ben Keys nearly did the unthinkable. But it was out anyway. Why didn't they do it now? Like, why doesn't Gold Coast just not have a break? Handball inside. Port start coming. Zach Butters. Giordis. Good kick into JHF. And there we are. Darcy Byrne-Jones takes the mark. Boxing Day fixture. Oh, what's Darcy Byrne-Jones done there? Calamity. That's what happens when you have a hyphenated name. Darcy Byrne-Jones looks like a character in Postman Pat. Dun, 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 dun. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and he's black and white cat. Big under contest here. This game is really scrappy all of a sudden. Zach Butters drives it forward. Byrne-Jones is a menace. So is Sam Powell-Pepper out for a throw-in. Yeah, I think it is. Last round, I think someone said. Gab said. That's crazy. So technically the ladder's always going to be off. Yeah, I loved a bit of Postman Pat as well, Ben and Lucinda. Fireman Sam as well. Yeah. It's shite now, though, that they've done it 3D. Oh, drigged forward. Good intercept, Matt, there. Up to right wing. Brum. That was good. And Noddy. Noddy. Didn't mind Noddy. Didn't mind Brum as well. Riley O'Brien does battle again. Zach Butters feeds it out. Drilled in by Josh Sin. Ooh. Grabbed cleanly by Luke Nankervis. He's taken high, but the umpire didn't see it. Jason on Francis fights, and it goes out. I haven't seen Thomas the Tank Engine. What have they done to it? Lots more trains. Boundary throw. 16 left in this third quarter. Zach Butters is just a menace, isn't he? Ollie Wines under pressure. Jason on Francis Dawson has gone through 5 people there. Rochelle wraps him up for a stoppage. Pandered forward. Ollie Wines just gets his foot on it. Gets a lot of hang time, though. Finlayson is there. Frantic defending. And the umpire has paid a free against Mark Keane. Oh, you're joking. There's single... No way, Ben. Oh, that's rip. Don't know why they have to dumb everything down. That's a great kick by Finlayson. And here we are. The big dog. Miles Bergman. He's got hair like an RAF pilot during the war. Just come back doing a reconnaissance flight over Cornwall Beach. 4 Luftwaffe is shot down. And Deadeye Dick goes wide. Mark Keane. Mark Keane for kicking. Here we are. Kicking coming in, though. Josh Worrell with the duties. You did not see anything in that replay, I tell you. If they're going to hang him with that replay, there'll be absolute no charge. Frantic here. The pressure from Port Adelaide. And Adelaide is brilliant at the minute. Driven forward. Should be gathered, though, quite easy by Worrell, and it is. And they rebuild from down back. Yeah, Teresa, do you see that replay? Like, what are we meant to do with that replay? This game is frantic. They're asking the question and no dice. You know what? Lockie Jones as well. He's another player that looks exactly like an Adelaide player. That's not good from Peter. Is Peter all right or is it bad? Riley O'Brien running through molasses. Isaac Cumming. Milwera. Luke Nankervis. Poor kick straight to Ratkalia. Was it Mark Keane, Ben? Here we are, Lockie Jones. Good mark. Dante Vicente gets it going forward. Through the corridor they go. Good kick. Time and space. Burn Jones, great rundown. Well done, Adelaide have Tiger time. They've defended so well. Mitch Hinge with a spoil. He did get the all clear, Gav. You can do if you want, Henry. I accidentally the other day did a edit and I had Chincotta in the ruck, which was a bit of a fucking nightmare. Horrible kick there from Adelaide straight to Connor Rosé. Yeah, Mark Keane then. Cheers, Ben. Legend. And there's a 50! That is costly. Did he actually kick him, Ben? Because honestly, the replay they showed us, it was the ball. So was it off the ball? The fourth 50, is it? Fourth? Oh, yeah, fourth. And Connor Rosey bangs it through. Port take the lead, 52-50. Oh, Jesus, Ben. Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. Cheers for the update, Bray. You're a legend, mate. I wish they'd show us this so we can actually get an assertion of what happened. Bit of karma for Mark Keane with that kick then. Look at Matthew Nicks. It's not easy being a football coach, is it? And here we are. Adelaide and Port redo battle. Finlayson wins the tap, but Riley O'Brien does well on the ground. Oh, Saligo with a big tackle. Out of nowhere's Milwera. Adelaide, if they can just get it across, they've got the outnumber. And it's a free kick against. He's had his moments. I think he's been a bit quiet since the first quarter. Sampao Pepper! Big time goal from the PP. Yeah, Gav, after I slated him, it's like last night when I was slating Jack Higgins. Pomcus. You'd imagine so, Ben. There's been a fair few, haven't there? Because there was about a 50 in fucking the Sydney game. A sternum rub. I feel like I'm going to Google this and there's going to be some questionable. A sternum rub to assess a person's responsiveness. It involves rubbing the knuckles over the sternum. Oh, that does look. Yeah, Therese, that doesn't look fucking pleas, I tell you. Oh, big tackle by Zach Butters. Wraps up Peatling. Hey there, Joe. How are you, mate? Quality by you, Langy. Yeah, Kai, it's our fault. Here we are, Jason on Francis. Was that a free off the ball or was that a fair bump? I didn't see it because the camera just switched. The RD. Last week. Oh, God, I can't remember. It was in the Adelaide game, wasn't it? It happens all the time, Ben, mate. Honestly, it's a fucking curse. Oh, what happened there? The defending there from that turnover was appalling. And Jason Horne-Francis, that is correct, Teresa. And look, medical education. Gav, it sounds dubious, doesn't it? Sternum rub. It sounds like a fetish. Much love, Kate. Thank you very much for stopping by. Jason Horne-Francis. Behind. Might have been the Collingwood game, actually, Ben, was it? Hey, Joe, I'm glad you're happy, mate. Sounds like a good win. So 59-50, Adelaide have really been hemmed in their defensive half. And the pain continues. They just can't get any clean ball. Port masterclass at the minute. Rosie just flings it on the foot. Is that a trip from Ollie Wines? No. Yeah, Ben, it happens so much, honestly. That's why I tried that thing of saying that Ben Keys was pretty when we played Adelaide for the whole week to try and negate the curse. And Ben Keys was quite quiet against Carlton, wasn't he, from memory? I've kind of put it out of my head, so I might have totally lied. Here we are. Adelaide finally gets some clean ball, but Jordan Dawson, what is he thinking there? And Port gets a build. Sternum dump. Quality, Matt. Good darts. It does sound weird, sternum rub. Because even if you do it to yourself, it hurts. There we are, Isaac Rankine. Oh, my good Lord. What was that? Good defending there by Joshy Worrell. Did you have mushy peas or garden, Joe? And what fish did we have? That sucks, Teresa. Hey, Kai, you need to watch a Carlton game, mate. Fucking hell. We're not allowed to celebrate even when we win. At least no one begrudges Sydney a win. Aaliyah takes the mark. I don't know what Rataclear was doing in that contest. I kind of agree with Thilthorpe. Big intercept mark. Adelaide needs something here. Has to be said, as well as Port are playing, only a 9-point lead. Great little kick there. Adelaide open it up. Well, you can make them quite easy, though. It's Marifat, but you can get tinned ones in the British section of Coles or Woolies. Thilthorpe! Big kick. Not the matchup they want. Burton on Thilthorpe. Blue Grenadier. Oh, darling. We are out there, mate. Nice, slightly battered, pan fried in a bit of butter. Your mum doesn't allow you to scream when Richmond's win. Mate, big goal there from Thilthorpe. 56-59, and we were just talking about it. Port don't, even though they've been the better side, slim lead. And Adelaide have come back. Are you hungry, Mrs. Pom? Do you want me to make you some toasties after this? Okay. Why are you doing sad voice? Do you want me to open it? Are you a strong, independent woman? Love that, Joe. To be fair, though, Kai, I thought you were going to struggle this year. Just because of the changeover. I thought you'd still be top 10. I think I had you 8th. Zach Butters spreads it out. Jace Burgoyne. Trying to get a 50 is Jace Burgoyne. Don't trust a man, though, who has socks up that high. Oh, backwards spoil there. Big tackle as well by Rory Laird. This game is starting to get a little bit of spice. Amazing what happens when you give a bit of attention to Jordan Dawson, isn't it? Adelaide and Port Adelaide by 3. I think Adelaide will win, though. Oh, big spoil. Good game, this. I've got the great man on with me tomorrow night. I've got Woody, Wooden Spoon Data. Might be time for an English summer, mate. You never know. Long way to go in this season. Oh, Darcy Byrne-Jones from the car park behind. Honestly, the more I look at Darcy Byrne-Jones, the more he looks like he owns a shop. Probably leggings, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? 20 points in that Gold Coast game, Tiger Time. Is it a good game? Tex manages to drill it forward, but no one on Lockie Jones. Really, Angelo? That's crazy. Honestly, you can't bring in a pack of M&Ms, but you can bring in a fucking Desert Eagle. What is going on with this country? Lockie Jones comes through. Handball back to him. Horrible handball, though. Jace Burgoyne spins out of trouble. Handballs to trouble, though. Well played. Lockie Jones. It is a wee bit cold. Pizza. Joe, mate. Mate, you can't beat a dirty cheat day, though, can you, Joe? You know, the way you have fish and chips and then you get pizza at 3 in the morning. Happy days. There we are, Vicente with a big mark. Vicentini, even. Vicente. Where the fuck am I, Pom? Milan. Willie Rioli's one of them, like, ghost players, though, isn't he? Like, you won't notice him for the entire game, and then 2 minutes spurt, he kicks 2 goals, and you're like, oh, shit. What a run by James Peeling. Pete Dog gets it up to half forward. This should be a goal. Ben Keys. Oh, fish fingers. You can't beat a fish finger, Teresa. You can't beat a fish finger. What did you have for tea tonight? We'll see what the fish finger proceeds. Will he really? That's clever. It's very interesting how they've handled Rioli, I think, as well. It's left a sour taste in my mouth. Ben Keys. Sternum rubs. Can't beat a sternum rub. Good-looking boys, Ben Keys, to be fair. Isn't he? Look. Have to say it. Good-looking youth. Vegan pasta. Oh, because the pasta's got eggs in it, hasn't it? What do I think about Rioli? Well, I did a video on it, and I thought, I am shocked it isn't a ban, and I'm even a longer ban. Hey, mate, nothing beats a tie rub. But my issue with it is that they've downplayed it as a reaction. And I always say this, whether it's drugs, whether it's crime, you can't use mental health as an excuse to excuse your action. It's a reason, but the action's still there. Do you know what I mean? Because to me, when you start using retaliation as an excuse, that's like saying, oh, I only crashed the car into that pedestrian because I was drunk. And then suddenly the cops say, oh, that's all right then. We're not going to do you for drink driving or death by dangerous driving. because there's a reason. Like, for me, you still need punished. The excuse, all that does is change our rehabilitation for you, in my opinion. So I think it's a very dangerous precedent. And I don't think... And genuinely, I feel like it is 2 tiers in my honest heart of hearts. And I don't think that's right. And the way it's been handled by Port proves to me that it's not right. It's not right because every player needs to be punished for that, in my opinion. Like, every player needs to be punished in that, regardless of their circumstances. Oh, no, Teresa, I wasn't taking the piss. I just didn't realize... I thought to myself, why is vegan pasta a thing? But then I realized that you make it with eggs, don't you? That was my query. Homemade Italian noodles in chicken soup with chicken thigh. Then monkfish and flake cooking. Oh, broccolini. To be fair, though, right, it's a fascinating conundrum the AFL throw themselves. Because I do believe there should be gradients in any law. So do you know what I mean? Like, murder is worse than assault. But assault is worse than stealing a Mars bar from Coles. Yeah, but Luke, you see, this is where I feel, and I've said this about drugs. So drugs in the AFL. The fact that that allows you to escape a sanction, mental health, I would actually say mental health drug-related offences should have double the ban. And this is my reason why it should be double, because we have pathways there that are incredible. Great mark by Fogarty in the AFL for players' mental health. So if you've chosen to disregard them and self-medicate, I think the punishment should be more. The love is triple, right? But there should be a punishment. Ben, I'm with you. I'm with you. Like, you're losing close family members to me to unaliving themselves, because we're on YouTube, we can't say it. When people use the mental health card, it really annoys me because that is a reason it doesn't absolve. Do you know what I mean, Ben? And I'm sure you agree. Great goal by Fogarty. It doesn't absolve you from responsibility, though. As a former drug addict myself of heroin, right, I had mental issues because I was doing it, right? But as I look into the camera, I have no excuse for what I did. That was all on me. I chose to do that because I couldn't deal with it. But there was avenues to go, and I disregarded it because I just didn't fucking own it. Right? And once I owned it, I got clean. Amazingly. So it really annoys me when players make mistakes. And mental health, fine, yes. I would argue mental health is the reason for everything bad in the world anyway. Because mental health also I count as not just depression, it's also doing bad things as well. Do you know what I mean? Not having a moral compass. So it really annoys me. Oh, I agree, Gav, but we're talking about AFL footballers here. Like, the mental health programs AFL footballers have got is obscenely good, mate. Like, don't get me started on the fact that mental health costs a lot of money. But that's why I've always said, I agree, Luke, because you know what it does? You know what precedent Willie Rioli sets, right? And this is what I always say, it really fucks me off, right? It's outcome-based. Because no one met Willie Rioli outside, because no one met Bailey Dale outside the hotel, the AFL are like, no harm, no foul. My point is, what if someone actually acts upon it next time, right? And because Rioli didn't get fined, they just assumed by threatening him it didn't. But we've all got mates that if you joked about it, might actually go around and chin him. So do you know what I mean? Like, mental health is a reason for doing bad stuff or doing silly things or letting yourself down or but consequences don't change regardless of circumstance. If you murder your ex-partner because your heart's broken, or you just choose to murder someone, in my eyes, that's the same. You've killed someone. One has a reason, right? One, you're just a freaking idiot. Oh, definitely both idiots. I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying that I can understand one in the terms of you're angry and you've got a motive. If you just did it, I'd question you. Because you know the other thing about Willie Rioli? Pom for PM. Hey, I'd love to go into politics as I've got older. Jason on Francis! Off an angle! I think that's snuck through like a badger. And it has. But as I was saying, I think, right, what is really dangerous about it is when you go outcome-based, is just ridiculous because that causes more outcomes. So assault, anger in the moment versus 100%, Luke. And you know why? Because I think if you separate premeditated from spontaneous, right, you are just basically saying to people, well, it's okay. In the moment, you did it. That's totally fine. You know what? Also, I'm incredibly harsh on this. I believe criminals' first offence should be the hardest. Should be the hardest sentence. Because when I was a kid, older kids used to tell me to like steal something for them because if you got caught, oh, you'll get let off. And that genuinely was true. So for me, it's a dangerous precedent when you start giving people loopholes. Because I'm telling you right now, any place of work I've worked at, if I sent a threat to a fellow colleague, regardless of what was going on in my life, I wouldn't be fucking working. Kai, I agree with you. Like, I genuinely... And you know what annoys me, Kai? The next time a player receives a DM because he fucks up someone's multi, all I'm going to hear from the AFL is how the fans are bad people. One of their fucking players has done it. I agree, Gav. That's why I've always been harsh on the drugs with players. That you have disregarded it. You have disregarded the care. So there should be a punishment to make you open up. Like, it does anger me. Because you know what it also makes me think? If Willie Rioli's done this 3 times, next time he's charged for a high bump, how do I know that's not a football-related accident and that's intent? That's what I would ask now. I'm always going to ask that about Willie Rioli, no matter what he does with his life. If he bumps someone and knocks them clean out, was that premeditated? Or was that just heat at the moment? Or just a football action? Because I think people look at punishment as end. I look at the punishment as the beginning. But, I mean, that's my opinion of it. I just think it's, for me, I think when you start looking for reasons to absolve someone, you lessen the cure for the masses. Can you imagine? Because Willie Rioli, because Noah Bolter, isn't he? Really, isn't Noah Bolter of Russian descent? And from memory, isn't Bolter the Cossack region of Russia? Can you imagine if Noah Bolter went to court and said, the reason I king hit that bloke over a pizza was because the Americans made a deal with the Russians to give the fucking Cossacks over back to the Russians because they fought against them? Can you imagine? We'd all say he was an idiot. Hey, I'd love to. Joel. Hey, Joel. When do you want me, mate? What do you want to talk about? Mark here for Isaac Cumming. Well, J-Dub, I just think it's a very dangerous territory that we exist in. And Isaac Cumming, too short. 68-66. We are into the 4th quarter. Been a great game here at the AO. We've put the world to rights. We've sorted it. I'd love to go into politics, though, Joel. You know, as I've got older, I reckon, not being big-headed, I reckon if you gave me totalitarian powers, I reckon I could fix the world I reckon I could fix a country in 4 weeks. Hey, Xbox Game Pass. Good game, mate, innit? Fantastic. What's the score at the Dogs game? Oh, you know what? What am I on about? I can just fucking multi-screen it. Pom. Pom. How do you multi-screen on this? Imagine you're talking to someone who's 12. I probably could do it in one day, if I'm honest, if I had totalitarian powers. But I'd also want a couple of cigarette breaks and maybe drink the posh whiskey that I couldn't usually afford. $99.84, 4 minutes 30 left in the Gold Coast game. There's a more tab, is there? Oh, shut up, Henry. Oh, Henry. Oh, Henry. Hey, cheers, Xbox Game Pass. I'm working really hard, mate, and so much more to come. I've got so much planned. I just need more time in the day. That would probably be another rule I'd make, Joel, if I was Emperor of Australia for the day. Make a 48-hour day so I've got more time. You seen that? Joel, do you teach politics? That's super fascinating. That's something that I didn't want to do when I was a kid. Sounding like Trump. How dare you, Matt? Well, you've got to remember, most people claim that I'm a socialist, which I'm not, but evidently I am. Oh, Henry, you are my new favourite human, mate. Hey, I'd love to sit in one of your lectures. Honestly, I find that fascinating. It's something I've got more interest in as I've got older. Oh, the doggies are playing good football, aren't they? If that goes through. Oh, 1999. Yeah, so do I. Yeah. Kai, it's one of the more fascinating. It's all because I made the joke, eat the rich, about people who own multiple houses, which I appreciate is a social preference. But come on. Tell you what, Henry, mate, I love you, brother. This multi-screen is sexy. The age of AI. You know what? It's scary, Joe. What's your opinion on AI? Because some of the things you can do with AI is insane. I watched this documentary the other day, and it was my AI sex tape, and it was an English actress who made her own. I'm not being serious, Henry. I didn't know you could do this. You've changed my life. Basically, she just took pictures of her at a premiere and then used AI chat. Right? Oh, Bon! This is a mental game! And to create a sex tape. And it got so bad, her agent thought it was real. Like, insane stuff that we can use tech for. It genuinely worries me. ChatGPT, something I need to get into. Like, few of my mates rave about it for golf lessons. Like, a good mate of mine who's making a lot of money he condenses the golf lessons and sends an email about what you've done, and he just puts it in a chat GPT. And I was like, fucking hell, that used to take me ages writing up what we'd learn. I haven't got pink hair. I don't think I'm woke. How long do the dogs have? Real boobies. I love you, Xbox. 3 minutes, mate. I have both games on. Because Henry, the legend, has taught me how to multi-screen. Yeah, Ben, honestly, I don't know where the room has started. I like that, Joe. Oh, Ben Long. Ooh, across the face. 99-96. And in the Port game, they're about to come back on. That's crazy, J-Dub, isn't it? It's mental, mate. Like, honestly, what technology can do. Like, scary where we could be in 10 years. Joe, where do you stand on random people going into politics? Because, like, at the moment, Ant Middleton, you know, the SAS guy, he's going into being the mayor of the UK. Norton? Because I'm all for it, Joe, because I think that's what politics is going to be. Normal people being the voice. How come I moved? Okay, so my pop got dementia. He adopted me when I was young, him and Nan. And my Nan died when I was 16, and Pop obviously got dementia. So I made a deal, never going to send him to a nursing home. So we got him in-house care. And I was lucky. I was working in the golf club there, let me work 5 days a week. And then my pop passed away, and my contract ended. And I had an option to sign on for 3 years or let me go. And I wanted to move anyway. So I said, look, I'll see out it and I'll leave. Basically, long story short, without boring you, I got on the piss one night and I said to my mates, because I'd been in New Zealand for a year prior, that I wanted to go overseas again. And I'd lived in 9 different countries until I came here. And Manic Street Peaches, we were out in a pub and I said, whatever song comes on next, I'll move to that country. And the Manic Street Preachers song Australia came on. And yeah, long story, even shorter, that I've made longer. 6 weeks later, I found a job here and moved out. And I was only going to stay for 6 months. I got a working holiday. No, I didn't. Xbox. That was my father-in-law. Got the passion in. Well, I've lived here longer, so probably Australia. Could have been, Gav. Minute to go in the Gold Coast game, and in the Adelaide Port game, it is neck and neck. Our great game did keep us here, mate. Yeah, I really wanted to go to Canada. I'll be totally honest. I really wanted to go to Canada, but I made a bet when I was pissed with my mate that I would go anywhere where the song was. And you know what's weird is the song followed me around for about 4 days. Behind for Gold Coast. They're going to have one more chance. And that's a behind for Adelaide. One last chance for the Dogs. Bailey Dale does so well. Keeps going. He needs help. He gets help. Oh, they've made an absolute pig's ear of this. Matt, is fucking... I felt like I was taking too long. GG's. Gold Coast will win that game. How do I unscreen this? There we are. We're back now. Just one game. I'd love to go to Canada, Teresa. It's one place that I've always wanted to visit. I've never been to the North Americas or South America. It's where I want to go. But, I mean, obviously it's too late now. Jada, you know what? It'd be interesting to see if you could do that. I did, Kane, yeah. So that's why I never went back. Like, I left my car and loads of stuff back home. Because I was only going to be here, like, my contract with the place I was working was only 3 months. So I was going to go back after 6 months, to be honest. And I was quite homesick. But yeah, then I met Zoe and that was it. Mate, legit, I'm a man of my word. If I'm drinking and I make a bet, I honour that bet. And as stupid as it was, to be honest, I didn't want to be in England for a bit. Like, with my pop dying, I'll be totally honest, it really hit me hard. Like, because I had no family left, really. Do you know what I mean? At the time, my older brother was in prison. I don't really speak to my younger brother, so I didn't really have anyone. So I kind of wanted to get away and just get out of it. So I was always going to move, so I would have taken anywhere, mate. If it was fucking Beirut, I would have gone to Beirut, mate. But it works out well, to be fair. Like, not many people can say they met the love of their life because they left it all to chance on a jukebox. But here we are. Ball comes in. Rankine handballs it away to Phil Thorpe. Darcy Fogarty. What a finish. Hey, Spawn. Angela, yeah, do you know what I mean? And look, honestly, wouldn't change the decision, mate. Like, honestly, that if you are young out there, just take the chance, is what I'd say. I love that, Teresa. What happened to the Canadian love? If you don't mind me asking. Hey, I love you guys. Like, honestly, and you know what? Probably the lowest I ever had. We had some real traumatic stuff happen in my personal life. And then COVID, I started this channel. And, like, there was times like you guys and girls, a lot of you, like Gav has been there from the start, as a lot of you have. And, like, just coming on and just chatting shit to you, like, actually probably saved my life. As sad as that sounds, saved my life. Because I could just pretend everything was okay for an hour. So, like, always indebted. And that's why I put so much effort and energy into this, because it's an honour. And here we are, Port come through. Good mark by Darcy. Spot on, Gav. You've got to do it, man. You've got to do it. I love that, Teresa. Yeah, I've always wanted to go. I can't remember anyone at 17 being that good. Might shock you. Dele Alli was ridiculous. Because I always say Dele Alli was a better player than Jude Bellingham at his age. But Yamal is a freak of nature. He's going to be an incredible footballer. Definitely ahead of Messi and Ronaldo. Hey, Angelo. Cheers, my brother. Oh, Teresa. Sorry. Thank you, Xbox. Hey, Gav, mate, and you always make me laugh as well. You know what? I've actually used that excuse. He's done a poo because of you when they go off injured loads of times. My mate's a Sydney fan, and he texts me going, oh, Nick Blake, he's cooked. And I was like, it's all right. He just needs a big poo. Yeah, Rooney, actually, yeah, the Everton game. Hey, you know what? It's weird because, like, obviously growing up in England, Europe's just over the fucking road. So, like, everyone travels. But I grew up on, like, a real rough. So, you know my background, do you know what I mean? So, coming from, like, a traveling community, like, it's a small background. And then when we got, like, a proper brick and mortar house, we're in a rough council estate. So, I just wanted to move. Rankine! Big goal! Adelaide, big time! And this is what they do. But I'm one of them people that, like, I made a pact with myself when I was 13 that I was getting out. And I was just blind that I was going to get out. Blind I was going to get out. So, but you know what? When you get older, it sounds weird. You know what really it happened to me, like, about 3 years ago. You kind of long for home as well. Teresa, it's crazy, isn't it? Where are you going to go, Kai? Honestly, Wayne Rooney was ridiculous. I was lucky enough to be at his debut when he played Fenerbahce, when he played for United. Honestly, that fucking goal, the free kick for his hat-trick, one of the best moments of my life. Q and Viduka, they were so good, man. So good. You had a real good team then as well. Craig Moore, centre back at Rangers. He was really good. Jordan Dawson. Adelaide now just swarming. They're playing an extra around the ball. Fogarty. Rankine off the deck. Oh, Isaac Rankine. Magic moments. What a footballer he is. He's been quiet since the first, and he has come alive. Yeah, the City goal was good in the Memorial game. You know what goal I always say his best goal is? The goal against Newcastle in the Cup. Hey, see, look, that's Dion's fault. She made me bag Rankine. Rankine's had a fucking great fourth. Thank you very much, Adelaide fans. Don't worry about it. Where do Australians go? So, like, we have, like, Spain. Vietnam's beautiful, Teresa. Asia's beautiful. You know what? If you ever get a chance, go to India. Ollie Wines drills it forward. Worrell with a spoil. Milwera. Did you have a bet or something? Aussies go to Asia. Still quite expensive though, isn't it? Because like, I remember going to see You Me at 6. We had tickets to go and see them in Manchester and it was 2 weeks away. I had a day off from work and I had a mate who just didn't work. You know, one of them people that has money but doesn't work? Probably was a dealer actually looking back, but he was a good mate of mine, right? And we decided to go to Hamburg that night and we got 99 pence tickets to fly to Hamburg. And we went to go and watch them that night, and we just literally drank all day and came back. Have a look at David King's 2 off-the-ground goals in the same game. All right, what game was that, mate? Ball comes in! Oh, behind. He was probably a dealer. Got a ceasefire between Pakistan and India. Really? You know what, Teresa? I'd love to get a camper van and just tour, man. Like, you know, like you did in Canada. I'd love to do that. I'll have a look. David King's... I'm sure if I type in David King's ridiculous goal. Truth Social. Truth. So, you know what? I'm one of these people that if you've got to put what you do in the title of the thing, it's the opposite. I went to Prague for a stag do. And my mate Ricky, fucking idiot, just don't trust him with anything. But I gave him the money and said, look, you book, because he used to date a travel agent, and I was like, look, here's the cash, book a stay for 14 days in Prague, and no word of a lie, he got a hotel called the Best Hotel. So it was called the Best Hotel Praha, right? So it was English, the Best Hotel, and then it had the Czechoslovakian for Prague, Praha. Absolute fucking dive. Honestly, worst place I've ever stayed. Like, honestly, I'd rather stay on the streets. Much love, D. Thank you very much. It's on North's YouTube. Teresa, that is pretty cool. Here we are. Chance for a set shot. Ollie Lord. Not to be confused with Cooper Lord. Stay safety as well. Honestly, I'd love to do a van trip, man. Go to your backyard for paradise. All right, I'll add it to my favourites. Ollie! Absolute poo bang kick. Good intercept mark by Mark Keane. Adelaide just went up the gear, didn't they? They played that extra around the ball and it was game over. Oh, Teresa, Scotland's beautiful. Look, I love a caravan, mate. I love a caravan. What the fuck is the runner doing running through stoppage? Is he right? Here we are. James Peatling clears it down the line. Shocker. Yeah, spot off, Smegoff. Honestly, never forget it as well, right? And Ricky was like, how can I say it? He weren't the sharpest knife in the drawer. And he was like, but you said get the best hotel, and there's a name of it. And I'm like, bro. It's like when people say you can trust me in a conversation when you got to give them some secret. You know you can't trust them. Hey, Teresa, yeah, mate. Mate, you bet I can, yeah. It's because when you go left, the caravan goes right. Just remember that. Wales is really nice. I'll never say it. Well, I'll never say it out loud. I've just said it on fucking the internet, haven't I? But Wales is really nice as well if you go there. Ireland's beautiful. Ireland is absolutely gorgeous, is Ireland. Real nice people as well, Irish people. Real happy people. Where did you go in Scotland? If you go to Glasgow, everyone sounds like they're going to chin you. It's a fascinating accent, the Glaswegian accent. 10 minutes, Fiddy. It's nice, Wales. Wales is nice. Melbourne from... Hey, Gav, I bet that's a nice... Is it a nice long drive, that, though? Like... If I went like coast to coast in Australia, is it nice? Because I just want to go through like the orange sand strips, blasting land down under. Been to Stonehenge, yeah. You know, the big thing about Stonehenge is it's like the biggest money maker ever. You know, one of the best places to go in the UK. Spot on, Matt. Once you work out that it goes the opposite way, you're fine. It's just that psychology of it. Edinburgh's better though for an Aussie because the accent is fairly tame. Mate, I was fortunate. My pop was a season ticket holder, so he was a season ticket holder for like 42 years. So got to see a lot. That was our weekend. So our weekends, we'd either got United or Nan's Rangers, whichever it was. Big kick in. Oh, that would have been an absolute great goal from Bergman. You hated Edinburgh. The Pacific Highway. I'd love to... Honestly, I reckon that would be a nice drive. You know where is a really nice place to go if you go to England? Like, go to the quaint villages. Really nice. And go north. Like, don't stay in London. Go north. Clifford the Big Red Dog. I love Clifford the Big Red Dog. Brought in Will Drew off the pack. Did I hit the post or was just Ben Keegs off his head? Oh. I want to go to Perth because people say Perth got lovely beaches. We need a holiday, me and Mrs. Pom and the kids. The scary moors. Mate, where I grew up in Whitby. Most of my like latter childhood was Whitby. So that was just full of moors, mate. Full of the moors. Because we have the Behast. Right, so that's a big black dog. Want to go to Tassie? Ball comes in, big mark by Mitch Giordodis. Time running out. Grimsby, that's not far away from me, mate. Been to Grimsby a few times. You know where is a real good? Hey, you know what? Australians, if you go to England, right, go just towards the end of peak, so about September, October time, and go to Blackpool. And go across the promenade there and play in all the arcades. Change your life. Here we are. Jason on. Francis has a shot. 55 out. Behind. Ooh, the Isle of Scotland. You know what? The countryside out in Scotland is amazing. Good mate of mine, Richard. You know the islands around the Shetlands, Teresa, right up. He's one of the. What is it? He's basically the guy that protects it. So he lives on an island, literally with 4 people. Jesus, Jacob. What a night out. New South Wales? I'd like to travel more. I've only been to Queensland. I've been pretty lax here. Oh, beautiful orange jumpers, the tangerines. I remember my nan, we used to go to Blackpool like every Skegness and Blackpool were the 2 places. So that's why I know Grimsby well. Were the holiday destinations. And Grandad used to always go to a Blackpool game while we're in Blackpool. Quality. Used to piss Nan off. Oh, big chance. And I think that's spoiled, surely. Joe Richards is claiming it. He's claiming it. Do you know what I mean? Is he? That's touch, surely. Oh, mushroom pizza with extra cheese. Mate, that is good. Anyway, well, Port have got to 69. It was literally, Angelo, horrible. 4 weeks. I was stuck in Brisbane in the CBD. So a good mate of mine moved out of here who I was friends with uni. Worked up in Brisbane in the CBD there. And I travelled out there. While I was in New Zealand, I came over here for 4 weeks, just a holiday. Played a bit of golf and just hung with him. And then went back to New Zealand. Tackle! That's ball. Well done. Illume, yeah, we actually watched a bit of that. That's quality, that, Teresa. Oh, the GA ones. Fair enough. Yeah, Blackpool's beautiful, mate. Their tangerine shirts, quality. Yeah, a good mate of mine that I worked with in the UK. He was a marine biologist and he scored a job with the National Trust, like living on them islands. He has a cottage and like he's the only permanent resident of one of them islands. Like absolutely sick. I love that because I can do desolate quite easy. Yeah, he keeps saying because he's got like, he lives like, there's a cottage, then there's a research like facility because they look after like all the wildlife there. That's his job. Like daily he goes out and does it. He's got like there's like a guest cottage for his family to visit and stuff. And he keeps saying if we ever go over there, we can go and live with him. And I was like, mate, I'd just never fucking leave, bro. Nah, Richard, good mate of mine. Viz, I did, yeah, and the Beano. J-Dub. Interception here, and it's a full ways. Christian Miraz gives it off. Selfless. Will he give him it back? He doesn't. Burns him, and it's a behind. That was selfish by Mitch. clever, though, that Langy. Ben Keys, very dubious kick. That's going to be deliberate, isn't it? Aaliyah. 5 minutes 49 left. Adelaide played the better football this fourth, but Port are starting to have a bit of ascendancy. You'd say one more goal for Adelaide would seal the deal. Port, if they can kick a goal now, it will be squeaky bum time. Biffa Bacon. Oh, Bontempelli was sensational, Ilham. Tell you what, I haven't heard that for a long time, J-Dub. I haven't heard that for a long time. Viz, yeah, it's like late teens. You know what was the best, J-Dub? Did you have a magazine like this in Australia for AFL? We had a magazine called Shoot, so it was aimed at like teenagers, and it was all about the English Premier League, and they'd have like interviews with players in it. You used to get like a collection of stickers with it. It would have funny stories from players, some trivia, match reports from the week, like done for like a teenage mind. Really good. Did you have that in AFL? I love you, young Italian hands. How are you? You know what's crazy about that, Teresa, is they get a free kick. Port get a free kick. 4 minutes 30 on the clock. Darcy Byrne-Jones has a chance to make this squeaky bum time. Teresa, you know what's weird is how dark is that water as well. Yeah, Angela, that was my favourite shoot. Used to read that religiously. Darcy Byrne-Jones slots it. We have a game in the city of churches. The record, Shane. Cheers, mate. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, ours was like a real teenage-y style thing. So, like, the players would have, like, it would be stupid questions. It'd be stupid questions and, like, banter, like, kids banter. Like, they'd have to talk about, like, you know, their favourite song in the pop charts and stuff. Then they'd usually get, like, a pop artist who'd tell you their story. Real good magazine, man. Like, I read that till I was, like, 21. Cheers, Shane, mate. Good to see you, mate. You're going really well, though, since, mate. Going really well. You catters. Big game tomorrow against GWS. You feeling confident? AFL Squadron. That would sound like what I'm talking about. Really good. Really good book. I used to really enjoy reading that. Never a true word spoken. Young Italian hands, mate. Oh, Jace Burgoyne dives into it like a salmon. Yeah, I used to watch WWF as a kid. Yeah, Gav, it used to be. Why don't they do that anymore? I used to love it when I was a kid. Ball comes in. Oh, Finlayson, Mitch Hinds does incredibly well. 77-88. Oh, clever. This needs to hit hands. Oh, surely that's in the back from Ratakalia. Rankine sees him over the line. Did you also have... we had Roy of the Rovers, which was like a fictional book comic about a guy that plays football and is like a superhero, like just would score like 7 goals and shit like that every game. Did you have something like that? That's high. Umps. Free kick, 3 minutes to go. Sean, you know my favourite ones are the ones that actually are fucking obvious where it says 3. Oh my God, I remember that, the video games, yeah. We had Games Master. I'm good, Connor, how are you, mate? You know what, I'd like signs that are a bit X-rated. Bit X-rated. You know, like have like an eggplant, which means we're fucked. Oh, yeah, the CD demos as well. Yeah, I remember them. Big roast from way downtown. Time is now becoming an issue. Adelaide want this down the other end. It's been all Port. I think, Teresa, it'd be better just having like 2 melons. Meaning it's all gone tits up. Oh, behind. Pot as in mini golf. Like where you're putting through like a windmill and shit. The Crows are doing beautiful. Ball comes in. Can't bring it down. Adelaide frantic defending. Finlayson off the deck. Big goal. Big time goal. There is 4 points in it. 147. Look at that guy there. He's got the grade 1 fade. Oh. No, I haven't played it. Oh, Wipeout. That was a wicked game. Leisure Suite Larry. Oh, mate. We are going way back. Shane, can't argue from me, mate. Oh, GoldenEye 64, yeah. I remember hitting my brother over the head with the N64 controller because he kept using the golden gun. Do you remember one hit kill, like it would hit you in the leg and you'd die? This is frantic now. Jason Horn-Francis, new haircut, good bounce. Drives it inside 50. Big mark by Mark Keane. Yeah, Mario Kart as well caused arguments. Absolute arguments. The red shell used to cause arguments because my brother used to wait until you were literally about to win to fire it. He used to fucking shit me. Dickhead. We always used to fall out over sensible soccer as well because I used to make him play on an icy pitch. And if you went right on the halfway line where it almost was a throw-in and you aimed diagonally and pressed B, always went in. Oh, Shane, the blue one's the worst thing ever invented. Like, I'm rubbish, so I get to beat you. Big mark here by Mr. Ryan Burton. Ball comes in. Big mark again, Riley O'Brien. And they say just calm it down. 37 seconds on the clock. Handballs inside. Smart. Worrell goes up the wing. It needs a mark. Frantic here. Neil Bullen clears the lines. That's going to be paid deliberate, but it annoyingly hangs in. And what happened there? That should be a free. Lockie Jones pushes that out. 17 seconds to go. That should be all she wrote now. 1 bounce. 2 bounce. Go on, lad. Finish it off. Selfless. Oh. Sam Berry does the last bit. 89-84. The Crows do amazing. Oh, Encarta. Jesus, that reminds me of primary school projects. What a game. Adelaide played some scintillating football in the fourth. Absolute brilliant. Port had a great fight back, but the Crom go marching again. What a win. Some beautiful football though. I'll be back tomorrow. Neladan, that was squeaky bum time. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. with the great man himself, Woody. So we're going to be chatting the week that was. Thank you very much, chat, for hanging with me on Saturday night. I love you all. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.